Serena Williams.
We just changed topics.
Nah, we're not changing topics.
Okay.
Serena Williams was recently online selling leftover breast milk or something. They said she had all this leftover breast milk that she didn't use. It was in the freezer. Should I buy Serena Williams
The colostrum?
leftover breast milk and go ahead and consume it? Is
Wow.
that a real thing?
That's a new one to me. I mean, colostrum's a real thing, man.
Okay.
I mean, I don't know how much breast milk Serena Williams can make. How much?
It was a lot. It was like a freezer full of it. So I'm like, I don't know. You know what I'm saying?
That's the best milk on the market.
Yeah.
Hey, that's some athlete. That's some,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? Grand
Actually,
Slam breast milk right
That
there.
is
you
some
know?
Grand Slam breast milk right there. I was not expecting that question, so you caught me off guard. But colostrum's a real thing, though. You know, when a lot of times when you know, I have clients that have gut issues, you know, Crohn's disease, diverticulitis, ulcerative colitis, irritable bowel syndrome. You know, one of the things we try to do is soothe the gut with colostrum and peptides like BPC 157. It is amazing, again, what happens to the human body when you just start giving it nutrients it needs to do its job. You know, if you were to take a poll of the people listening to this podcast and you were to say, how many of you either suffer from anxiety or know somebody that suffers from anxiety? I bet it would be north of 60, 70%, right? Because if we don't suffer from it, we know somebody. How many of you either suffer from depression or know somebody who is depressed? When we start to look at these conditions and we call them mental illnesses, see, we started off on the wrong track right there. It's a lack of mental fitness, right? So when we talk about what anxiety is, for example, you know, why do people suffer from anxiety? It's because their body cannot regulate, cannot break down a category of neurotransmitters called catecholamines. These are fight or flight neurotransmitters. So once we understand that the brain does not know the difference between perception and reality, we understand where anxiety comes from. So for example, if you drove home tonight and you got out of your car and somebody was standing in front of you with a knife, right? You would instantly start to have a fight or flight response. Your pupils would dilate, your heart rate would increase, your extremities would flood with blood. You would start having a fight or flight response.
Me.
Well, you might actually attack them.
Yeah.
Okay, so you would have the fight response.
But I don't think I'm going to panic at all. I'm going to be like, it's up.
Is that all you brought?
Yeah, like, what's going on here?
Hey, I thought this was going to be fun.
But your body's still going to go into a mode.
Yeah, your field of vision would widen.
Yeah,
your hearing would get more acute. Your heart rate would increase.
Any hunter,
Turn into a beast, though.
Yeah, no.
But that's
you turn into a beast because of the fight or flight.
Okay.
I'm not saying you would flight. You might actually fight, but your body is preparing for either. But my point is, you could also be laying in this bedroom right here. What floor are we on here?
11? Was it?
Okay, so we're on the 11th floor of a condo, and you could start thinking about getting eaten by a shark. The chances of a shark coming up that elevator and getting into that bedroom are zero. But you can have the exact same response to the presence of a real
My response
fear.
is I'm going to beat the shark up.
How did he get on here, dude? I mean, were you like hurting for guests? I mean, what happened, dude?
I'm whooping a shark, man.
He's fighting sharks, people with knives. You gotta know. I'll find something he's afraid of. All right. Serena Williams shows up at the door. He's like, all right, now I'm running.
Wrestling match.
So, but the point is that, you know, we don't need the presence of a fear to feel fear. This is why people have anxiety without anything going on in their outside environment. This is why most people report anxiety without a trigger. And yet they're suffering from this. And what's happening is their body is deficient in certain B vitamins, what's called B complex, a certain B12 vitamin called methylcobalamin, and something called methylfolate. You put these nutrients into the human body, and very often they will begin to break down these catecholamines, right? So they won't be sitting in a podcast like this or out with their family at dinner and start getting overwhelmed by anxiety and have somebody tell them they have a mental disease.